Hey, how you doing? This is Phil, the old man from Old School EDC, bringing another exclusive Boss Steel Blades review. Well, I don't know if it's much of a review, but it's definitely a pocket dump, and I just dawned on me something I used to do as a little punk kid, um, to hide contraband and a way to carry some small items, because I was thinking about one of those Wazoo cachet belts or, you know, travel belts. You could conceal something in your belt, but I mean, $95, guys, come on, or whatever it is these days. I haven't checked the price on it. So I was like, why spend the money on that when you know? I mean, I'm not telling you what to spend your money on, right? But I mean, now you got some extra spending cash for more knives or GCs, flashlights, or whatever else you're into. I ain't judging you. So, I was supposed to do a review on a GEC 62 pocket carver today, but the punk in me decided, you tell me to go left, I go right kind of deal, right? So I thought I'd show you today what I'm carrying in my pockets while I'm sitting here in my underwear, all right? I showed you my 513 Levi's already. And I just never showed you or told you why I fold my bottoms of my jeans or why I even get that length, right? Why don't you just get the length you're supposed to be? Well, I'm going to show you that, but after I do my little pocket dump for you, all right? So this is my right backside pocket. I almost said ass, fellas. I watched myself. I'm carrying this BSB Hank. I love how I got Blades and Boss right there and part of the skull. Obviously, I could put some items down in here to keep from rattling around because, jeans only got 1/5 pocket for small, items, right? So, good way to store some stuff. Maybe you got some condoms. I'm just using this for educational purposes. Bam! Little organizer, fellas. I had this exploited patch on my pocket because if any of yous know, well, I'm sure you do know, that our EDC items, they could really do some damage to our clothing. So I had this big hole in my pocket, and instead of throwing these pants out or cutting them up for a project, I decided to just sew an old patch by hand. I mean, obviously the stitching looks kind of shoddy, but it's by hand, and I do wear glasses, fellas. Here, I'll show yous. See? I'm blind as a bat. Alright? I mean, not too bad for a guy, right? Anyways, maybe one day I'll buy a sewing machine, but where the hell am I gonna put it? Anyways, let me go to the other pocket, the left side. Carry one of these recycled firefighter wallets. There's supposed to be a front pocket, but I keep it in my ass pocket. And that's about it for the back. I don't try to put a big fat wallet or anything. Now, my left pocket. Alright, I'm smoking the Lucky Strikes. It's Saturday. Why not? Smoking's bad for you, but if you're gonna smoke the good stuff. Anyways, my good buddy Michael Christie over on Instagram, and he's also, I've seen some of his videos on YouTube. He picked up 2 of these. And if any of you have seen my videos in the past, this was my first review here for Boss the Old Blades exclusives. And I gotta say, I appreciate Boss the Old Blades for giving me the soapbox to stand on and, you know, give you guys my knife talk, right? And I swear to God, this morning, when I was picking out my knives from my organizer, where I keep all my slips, I wasn't paying attention, and when I picked it up, it slipped right out on the floor. I swear to God, 5 times. Today was number 6, and not a single dink in the bolsters from dropping it or cracks in the bone. I mean, am I lucky or what, fellas? They only made like 300 of these, and I'm EDCing it and dropping in it. Like, I have no care in the world. I do have care in the world. I'm just klutz, all right? Okay, so back on this side now. I usually keep my house keys here on this one, and I showed you guys this already. Maybe I didn't mention in my last video, but, you know, this texture here, it's good. If you use Strike Anywhere matches, you know, I make some homemade versions, or I have some old stock of Diamond or UCO Strike Anywhere. They don't make them no more. They don't sell them, or if they do sell them, they're like extortion prices, kind of like GECs in the secondary market on eBay, right? But maybe it's a rainy day, your petrol lighter, you know, like your Zippo ran out of fluid and you're a smoker, you know, you got some matches on you. I always carry some matches. You know, you could use that as a strike pad, and it works. I mean, you don't want to clean it off, or it might leave some scuff marks, but it works. A whistle, God forbid, you know, I'm in a building collapse, or someone needs to find me, or I'm lost or something. You know, maybe I went upstate and visited my mama, went hiking, and maybe I got a little sidetracked, you know. I mean, obviously I don't carry a freaking compass. You know, I'm a city guy. It's not something I EDC. This is EDC. This is not a survival kit kind of nonsense. This is what I carry on a day-to-day. I carry a multi-tool. I mean, I'm going to have a talk with yous, all right? I understand, you know, there's hypes and there's trends going on. You know, Knipex pliers, cough, cough. Who the hell really uses those? Maybe for Instagram, but I'm not going to buy that. I'm not going to follow trends. You know, stick to what is classic. And, I mean, that's my you know, take, you know, is classic is never going to go out of style. It's always going to, you know, there's always going to be a fan base for it. I use this knife. It's a Camillus GI knife, or MIL-K knife. The military came out with this version, which is all metal, because the older versions were bone and wood, and, you know, the tropical areas, you know, during the Pacific and what have you, they realized that the wood or the bone would crack and swell, so they came out with this version. Couple other companies made them, but also one thing I like about this here, look at that can opener. It's not etched, it's stamped in. I guess they had to tell some fellas, like, hey, this is a can opener, by the way, because they were used to that dangerous claw type. That claw type version can opener that a lot of people would cut themselves on, so that's why they switched. Damn, that was shiny. Actually, yesterday, my toilet bowl was on the fritz. It was flushing nonstop, so I had to turn the pressure off. And that's why I have this piece in my pocket, because I actually use the damn thing. So let me put this away. this is not what the video is, really on. This is just my take, and I might as well show you what's in my pockets. Whoa, there goes my backdrop, fellas. Blooper worthy. I don't know, but this is like my 5th take on the damn video, so I ain't stopping. Alright, and I don't know how to edit for shit. So, I'm trying to save you guys money, and I was looking at those Wazoo cachet belts, a while back, but I was like, damn, that price tag is a bit much for me, You guys don't want to see my dirty table, so this is kind of blocking it. All right. So, those belts are expensive, and I got kids. I got a healthy knife addiction, I like to say. Save your money for more knives. So, this is an old trick I used to do as a kid, and I always got my pants a little lengthier, longer, for a reason, I mean, as a guy, we don't carry bags. I mean, I stuffed all my shit in my pockets, and, that was it, Girls carry purses. I mean, now guys carry bags and fanny packs or whatever, but... Alright, so this is what I used to do as a little punk kid trying to hide contraband. I mean, I was a little troublemaker when my parents separated, and I became a rebellious teenager. Saved my lunch money to get piercings, smoke cigarettes. Anyways, so I used to carry small stuff in my pants rolled up. Some rolling paper. I'm just showing some examples here where you could put something small, something flat. Mini Bic lighter. That fits fine. Alright. And the great thing about this, you got 2 legs, right? So that means extra shit for more pockets. I mean, look at this. Nothing's falling out because I got like 3 wraps going on here. Alright, I mean, I'm not planning on doing no gymnastics or any jumping out of an airplane, so ain't happening. What do I got here? I got a small pen knife, keychain knife, a half stop. This is the Grade Eastern Cutlery stainless steel 0521. 21 stainless steel, and PPP. I always forget what that other P stood for, so I'm just not even gonna bother saying it. But this is the first year GEC. That was the first year GEC came out with this style, right? I really like how it's all solid, and they made that lanyard tube, that keychain hole. They also threw on this Great Eastern cutlery leather strip, so you could fish it out of your pocket real easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so I just using this for a reference here, that you could, maybe you were a kid in school and they sometimes they have metal detectors and like random searches. So I would just keep that in my pocket, I mean, the bottom, and no problem. Or you try to hide the fact that, I smelled like cigarettes with my parents, specifically my mother, and where I was in school. Stick one of these snus packs underneath your gum, and you're golden, alright? Do they have anything else? Oh, okay. And there's the other side of that same pocket. What do I have in here? I mean, obviously, I'm not going to carry a strip of, an entire, strip of rolling tips, right? But, like, maybe you're a punk kid going to hang out with some friends, or you rolled your own tobacco, RYOB. Save yourself some money, because New York State tax on smokes is fucking ridiculous, fellas. Sorry for cursing, but I think it's the highest tax in all of the U.S. on smokes. Anyways, so save yourself some money. Don't buy one of those cachet belts if you know you're on a budget. Just buy yourself some extra long jeans and cuff them, right? I mean, this is a classic look, right? Pair with a pair of high top Converse or Doc Martens, and it's old school. That's how I do it. Anyways, hope you have a good day, fellas. Take it easy.